Well, hello and welcome to the video. Let's talk about multiple ways that you can make more money from more sources and why you should consider having more than one source of income. These days, a lot of people are wanting to start online businesses, and there's a lot of good reasons for doing that. Some of the biggest reasons for doing that is that you can start an online business for very little, and in some cases even no money out of pocket. There's ways to actually start earning money without having to invest thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to get a more traditional business off the ground. There are also many different things that you can start in the terms of an online business that you can learn enough to get it off the ground, get it up and running, and start making some money within just a few days to a few weeks at the most. Compare that with lots of other things that you would have to learn that are more traditional, that at a minimum would take several weeks, if not several months, and in some cases several years to learn the minimal amount of information that you need to be able to get those businesses up and running and making some kind of profit. So, some of the biggest things, again, the biggest benefits to online business are low to no startup cost, a very short learning curve to be able to get it up and operational and making some money. And that means that the barriers to entry are minimal. Almost anybody can get an online business of some type started. More traditional businesses, brick and mortar type businesses that require physical location, office space, desk, business licenses, zoning hoops and hurdles you got to jump through, all kinds of equipment and stuff. Costs anywhere from multiple thousands to tens of thousands to, in some cases, hundreds of thousands, if not even millions of dollars for certain types of businesses to get it up and operating, all before they have a chance of making even a single dollar. Online, you can get it up and operating for almost nothing, and you can be making money, in some cases quite a lot of money, in a relatively short period of time with very little invested in it. Now, that's what gets everybody excited, but what people don't go out of their way to teach you is that it still does require learning, and it still does require work, and it still does require some effort. There's no such thing as a secret, easy button, turnkey, done for you, all that other guru garbage and nonsense that people are talking all the time. That stuff just doesn't work. Those things take your money and promise you a lot of stuff. It sounds good and it gets you all excited, but it doesn't give you any useful information in most cases to be able to do much anything with. The reality is that all businesses require effort. All businesses require work, and all businesses do require some time from the time that you first start it until the time that you start to begin to make significant amounts of money. Now, having said that, take affiliate marketing or writing an ebook. You can get both of those things up and running within just a few short days. Once you get your first products available for affiliate marketing, or you get your first ebooks up and published and available for purchase, you can have some money starting to come in off of those things almost immediately. But it's probably going to be measured in cents, in a few dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars, and certainly not millions of dollars. It takes a while, and it takes a lot of effort and work over time to make things start to pay off. The first product I ever put out, that I ever made any money off of, was a book. I wrote a book many years ago and published it on Amazon, and I almost forgot about it. I got some money came to me in the mail before they were doing the automated direct deposit. I actually got a physical check. I almost threw it away. I thought it was junk mail, and I had almost forgotten that I had written the book. I wrote the book because I was involved in training truck drivers, and I still am to this day, and people interested in all kinds of different business and entrepreneurship and all sorts of things. But in trucking specifically, I kept having people ask me the same questions over and over and over, hundreds of people over many years. So the thought occurred to me one day that I should put this stuff down in writing and have a way of giving it out to people. So I wrote my first book, published it primarily for that reason, and pretty much almost forgot about it. And then I started getting money, which is a wonderful thing. Not a lot of money. For the first payments I got were just a few bucks. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was still very nice. And I still get an occasional check even today from that original book, which I published a long time ago. I have not updated it. I need to update it, but I haven't. And I've published several other ebooks and publications since then, and I get money from them as well. So it's a very nice thing to do. Now, of course, the thing about the book is it did take a lot of effort and time to compile all that, to write it, to edit it, and to upload it. Ebooks are a lot quicker. They're not nearly as hard to do. Ebook can be as little as, in my opinion, 25 to 150 pages. Somewhere in the ballpark of 25 to say 75 pages is a comfortable amount for most things. And you upload that. You can, if it's something that's popular and something people are interested in, and you get it out there where enough people can find it, you can start to make a little money off of that right away. It's not likely that you're going to be retiring to the Bahamas or some other place, that you're not going to be buying a yacht or an airplane or anything of that nature off the earnings that you get off of that. But still, it'll be a few bucks here and there. And if it's popular enough, it could be a few $100s to a few $1,000s over time. And it can keep bringing money in. And as you release more and more ebooks, more and more books, other things you can create like online courses, same principle. Got to do the work up front, put it on a platform, market it. As people begin to buy your courses, again, not massive amounts of money for most people, but 20 or 30 or 40 bucks per course per month, maybe more than that, maybe $200 or $300, maybe $2,000 or $3,000, depending on the topics that you do your courses on and how it's marketed. But again, even let's say that the course was only, let's say it brought you $100 a month. One course, not a big deal. But let's say you had 10 courses, 20 courses, or 30 courses, and each one of them brought you $100 or $200 or $300 each a month. You see how that begins to add up. Same thing with ebooks. A single ebook by itself, let's say it makes you $25 a month. Not a big deal. You got 4 of them, now you got $100, per month coming in. Minimum. Sometimes you might wind up making more than that. Sometimes you might wind up making a little bit less. That's possible as well. Some people make quite a bit more than that off of particular ebooks that they put out. And as you begin to publish more and more ebooks, let's say you got 10 ebooks out there. How much could you make off of that? Well, there's no way to know unless you actually do it. But you can learn how to write your own books. You can learn how to write your own ebooks. You can learn how to create and publish your own online courses. You can learn how to do affiliate marketing. Now, you don't need to go out there and start trying to learn how to do all these things all at one time either. Pick one of these or pick whatever works for you. And there's many other different opportunities or income production opportunities, as I like to call them, that are available to you. Find something that will work, that is proven, that other people are making money with it, and that you like and it interests you enough that you're willing to go out there and take some classes and go to some workshops, whether it's online or in person, maybe read a couple of books or a couple of ebooks, do some research of your own, and then get busy, put the work in. And then once you get that thing up and running and making some money, then you can make a decision. You want to continue learning about it and refining it and adding to it, maybe creating additional digital properties, digital investments. And it's kind of like real estate, more houses that you own, the more money you make, whether it's rental houses or whatever the case may be. And the same thing with your digital properties. The more courses or the more books or the more affiliate products that you have out there, the more websites you own, the more money that you can potentially make off of all these things combined. So once you've got something up and running, then you can choose to focus on refining that and continuing to multiply that. Or once you've got it dialed in where you think you got that going pretty good, you might want to learn how to do the next stream of income or the next income production opportunity. So let's say you started with affiliate marketing and you got several products out there and you're making money off of that. Well, next thing that you do, maybe you teach an entry-level course of how to get started in affiliate marketing. You're simply going back and sharing with people what you did, what you had to learn, and what steps you took to get you from the part where you just started looking into it to the part that you're at now where you're making money with it. Doesn't have to be, it's not a mastery course, you're not at that level yet, but you can certainly teach an introductory course because you've done that. Once you've done that, then you can start to look at the next topic or subject that you want to teach. That you can do another course on, that kind of thing, add to your course portfolio. After you do that, maybe you look at actually doing short-term rentals or something that you learn it, same thing. You go to workshops, online or in person, you go and take online courses, you read some books, you research it, you talk to people, figure out the fundamentals of it, and you get started doing that. So the sky is the limit. There are all kinds of things that you can do out there to make money. And I mentioned earlier, some of the reasons that you need to have more than one source of income is that we live in an unstable, uncertain world. No matter what it is that you're doing for a living, it can change. It can go away. Sadly, it's not something that you can always count on. But if you have at least three, I think everybody ought to have at least three sources of income, any one of which can comfortably and easily support you, or at least that should be the goal, to work toward that, at least three, then you have much more security and independence. So if something happens to one of them, if one of them stops working and it's no longer possible to make money with that, you still got the other two bringing in the money that you need to survive off of while you get out there and work to find something else and replace that one and get it back up to three or more. And that's the general philosophy behind that. Something that's a philosophy I teach. I actually called it Build Your Own Business Empire. And it's kind of a little bit of a hoity-toity name there, but the theory behind it is what I just shared with you. And that's just simply learning the basic fundamentals of how to make money with one business at a time, and then getting it up and operational, get money coming in off of it, starting the next stream, replicating that, doing the same thing. When you get that up and running, starting a third stream. And a first stream also, for that matter, can be what most people have. It can be a job. Nothing wrong with having a job as long as you're working it by choice and not by necessity. In other words, you don't feel like you're stuck someplace you absolutely hate going into every day just to keep a roof over your head. So if you're doing a job that you choose to do and that's part of your income, that's great. It's even better if you have more money coming in from at least two other sources in addition to that, and that gives you a certain amount of security and a certain amount of freedom as well. So if you're interested in learning more about those kind of things, keep watching the videos. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like it, share it, say something in the comments. Helps other people find it. And I'm going to start trying to put some links and stuff in the description so you can get a hold to the courses and things that I have available. You can also visit my author instructor site anytime you like, and that gives you links to pretty much everything I do. It's ldsewell.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon in the next video.